Let's set the record straight and clear up the confusion surrounding Rory Feek and the Gaither Vocal Band. In the world of Christian and gospel music, certain names carry deep emotional weight and admiration. One of those names is Rory Feek, gifted writer, songwriter, author, and spiritual storyteller. His journey, filled with heartache and healing, sorrow and faith, has moved millions across the globe. Most people know him as one half of the beloved duo Joey plus Rory. On the other hand, the Gaither Vocal Band, led by the legendary Bill Gaither, stands tall in the Southern gospel world. Their influence is immense, especially through the powerful Gaither Homecoming series, which has offered spiritual comfort and inspiration to countless fans. It was only natural that Rory Feek and the Gaither family would cross paths. They both share a passion for heartfelt gospel music and strong Christian values. But when Rory stopped appearing at Gaither events, questions began to arise. Did he ever officially join the Gaither Vocal Band? Why did he stop showing up? Was there some sort of falling out? This discussion aims to clear up those rumors and take a closer look at Rory's connection to Gaither. We'll also explore the truth behind his absence and what it truly means. But first, to fully understand, we need to look at who Rory Feek is beyond the stage and spotlight. Rory is not only a devoted man of faith, but also a New York Times best-selling author, an accomplished filmmaker, and a proud veteran of the U.S. Marine Corps. Still, he's most widely known as the loving husband of the late Joey Feek, with whom he formed the touching and inspiring musical duo Joey plus Rory. In life, not every season ends with a dramatic finale. Some transitions happen quietly, gracefully, and with purpose. Rory's step away from the Gaither Homecoming stage is one of those moments, simple, honest, and deeply spiritual. While speculation has surrounded his absence, the truth is far more peaceful. Rory never left the world of gospel music out of conflict. Instead, he chose to follow a quieter, more intentional path. After losing Joey, he entered a time of deep reflection and personal healing. Many assume that Rory's disappearance from Gaither-related events meant there was tension or unresolved drama. But the real story is much simpler. He chose to step into a slower life, one filled with farming, raising his daughter Indiana, and continuing his ministry in a way that matched his new season. In doing so, Rory gave us a powerful example. Ministry doesn't always happen under bright lights or on a big stage. Sometimes the strongest witness comes in the form of quiet, faithfulness, and humble living. Rory's journey isn't one of separation or conflict. It's one of spiritual redirection. His time with the Gaither family was rich with purpose and left a meaningful mark. That chapter served its purpose, and Rory moved forward in peace. Today, his testimony continues, not through chart-topping albums or sold-out tours, but through simple gatherings at his farm, heartfelt writings, and a life lived with clear intention. For those who love Rory Feek and the Gaither Vocal Band, there's no need for disappointment. There's no scandal or bad blood, just gratitude, mutual respect, and the understanding that God's plan unfolds differently for each of us. There's no bitterness, only peace. Voices may step away from the stage, but their message continues to echo. The Gaither legacy lives on through new voices and fresh songs. And Rory's impact lives on too through his music, his words, and the quiet strength of his life. Both are part of something larger, tapestry woven from faith, transformation, and the timeless soul of gospel music. So when there's a moment of silence, it shouldn't be mistaken for absence. Often, it's the prelude to a new melody. As Rory once said, it's not the end of the story, just the beginning of another chapter. And he's still learning how to sing along with it. We should honor Rory's journey, the truth he keeps sharing, and the quiet bravery it takes to walk in God's purpose, especially when the world expects you to play a different tune. Let's also take comfort in the fact that God is constant, enduring through every silence, every psalm, every season. The music hasn't stopped. Gospel still sings. Grace is always there. Some key highlights. In 2008, CMT marked a breakthrough. They released new albums blending gospel, bluegrass, and classic country. Their songs were deeply rooted in faith, often drawing from scripture and spiritual messages. Their 2016 album, Hymns That Are Important to Us, soared to the top of the charts. But what truly moved people was the personal story behind the music. Joey's battle with terminal illness and her passing in 2016. Rory opened his heart in his blog, This Life I Love, turning their journey into a raw, honest testimony of grace and courage. Through the Gaither connection, Joey plus Rory teamed up with the Gaither music group and found an audience that resonated deeply with them.
Wow.
Bill Gaither, known for elevating genuine gospel talent, was drawn to their sincerity and spiritual depth both in song and in story. Collaborations with Gaither. The Gaither music group released Joey plus Rory's Hymns That Are Important to Us on both CD and DVD. They appeared in the Gaither Homecoming series. Their music featured in various Gaither gospel compilations and television specials. They also participated in several homecoming concerts and interviews. Their connection with the Gaither team was based on shared values and spiritual respect. Joey. Rory's renditions of beloved hymns like In the Garden, softly and tenderly, and It Is Well With My Soul blended seamlessly with the rich traditions of Gaither's gospel legacy. Was Rory Feek ever part of the Gaither vocal band? It's a common misconception, but the answer is no. Rory Feek was never a member of the Gaither vocal band. That group, a celebrated male quartet, includes notable voices like David Phelps, Guy Penrod, Mark Lowry, and Wes Hampton. Rory's involvement was limited to guest appearances, not regular membership. So why the confusion? It's likely because Rory frequently appeared on Gaither DVDs. The Gaither music group widely distributed his and Joey's music. After Joey's death, Rory did make solo appearances in homecoming specials, but he was never officially part of the Gaither vocal band lineup. So why did Rory Feek stop appearing at Gaither events? That's where speculation began. After Joey passed in 2016, Rory withdrew from public life. Some online circles started to question whether something had gone wrong behind the scenes. Others believed it was simply part of his grieving process and healing journey. Whispers began. Were there creative disagreements with Gaither? Did Rory grow tired of the gospel music industry? Was there a falling out? Let's clear the air. The truth is simple. There's been no confirmed conflict, no public disputes, disagreements, or rifts between Rory Feek and the Gaither vocal band or with Bill Gaither himself. In fact, Rory has only ever spoken about their relationship with humility and thankfulness. In a 2017 interview, Rory said, "Joey and I were warmly welcomed into the Gaither family. He gave our hymns a place to belong, and for that I'll always be deeply thankful." After Joey passed, Rory chose to step into a quieter season of life. It wasn't because of any fallout or dispute. It was a personal, spiritual decision. He shifted his focus to raising their daughter, Indiana, who has Down syndrome, tending to their peaceful farm artisan mill in Tennessee, writing about faith, grief, and growth, sharing wisdom through blogging, teaching, and his YouTube channel. Over time, Rory's ministry evolved. While Gaither events remain large, celebratory gatherings, Rory embraced something more intimate and grounded, inspired by homesteading, storytelling, and everyday faith. He began holding small worship gatherings in his barn chapel. He also created books, web series, and films like Joey with Love, choosing to minister through simple living, prayer, and real-life lessons. His path didn't oppose Gaither's. It was simply a new direction. Though his honest writing has found a broad audience online, it's often misunderstood. Rory speaks candidly about the loneliness and doubts that come with grief, struggles with organized religion, and moments of questioning faith. These reflections can sometimes be misread as criticism of gospel circles, especially the Gaithers. But Rory has never pointed fingers. Instead, he writes from a place of pain and healing, always trying to guide people back toward God. There's a deeper message in Rory's quiet departure from the spotlight. Not all exits are born of conflict. Sometimes they're the result of prayerful discernment. Just like many believers, pastors, and artists, Rory experienced a season of transformation. His journey reminds us of the importance of heeding God's timing, finding strength in silence, and stepping away from the stage to heal and grow. Ministry doesn't always need an audience. It can live on in the legacy of love and faith left behind, as Joey sang so poignantly. When I'm gone, the message still remains. So where is Rory Feek today? He continues to live at Hardison Mill, a self-sustaining farm in Columbia, Tennessee. He devotes his time to raising Indiana Now, a preteen leading the one-room schoolhouse education project, writing heartfelt books and reflections, occasionally performing at intimate church and barn events, and maintaining his blog and YouTube. Channeled the life I lead, though he hasn't returned to large gospel tours. Rory's creativity and faith are still as vibrant as ever. He simply chose a different kind of calling, one rooted in peace, not praise. He listens for God's whisper rather than chasing applause. And that kind of humility is powerful. While he may no longer be on the Gaither stage, the eternal messages of redemption, love, and hope still shape his every word. Indeed, to clarify, Rory was never a member of the Gaither vocal band. There was no controversy, no dramatic exit. He did, however, spend a meaningful chapter with the Gaither. T-Man still reflects their mission in his own gentle, soulful way. So the next time someone asks what happened between Rory and the Gaithers, you can simply smile and say, nothing happened but grace. Because even now, grace is still moving.